vítejte u tohohle videa. Jsem moc rád, že jste si to otevřeli, že se na to díváte. A chtěli bychom vám s Corym jenom přiblížit trochu pozadí jejich příběhu a co teď prožívají a co je čeká, protože už jste většina z vás slyšeli, že se stěhují zpátky a chceme vidět trochu, co je čeká, jak se za ně můžeme modlit a jak můžeme být součástí jejich příběhu. Welcome, Cory. Thanks for doing this. I'm glad we can talk and maybe share some behind the scenes and story of your family with the rest of ClicKostel. Obviously, your friends and most of people in ClicKostel, they know that you guys are going home soon, but maybe not all of them knows why or what's the story behind it. Would you mind sharing a little bit of that?
Yeah, I guess, well, every year that we've lived out here, we've always kind of prayed at the beginning of the year, are we where are we supposed to be? Is there anything in our life that we should change? And for the past 5 years, it's always been pretty clear, like, to stay planted here in Czech, to continue ministry like we have been. And this time around, we were praying like the middle of last year, maybe spring of last year. And we just started feeling the possibility of going home. We didn't know what that meant, but we knew we should just keep praying through that. And as months kind of went on, we just started feeling more peace about it. I think knowing our daughter is starting school, we didn't know at the time that we were going to have a baby, but now I see that also involved in the story. I think it just, looking back at the past couple of years, I think it does make sense for us to be back in California with our family. And I think more than anything, we just felt peace about it. And what was really weird was every time in the past when I felt like maybe it was time to go home, I would end up getting excited about what's happening here, and then I would just forget about it, and I'd be like, no, this is where we're supposed to be. But this time around, even like when I was having these high moments, you know, I was still feeling this like peace underneath, kind of like that it's okay to go home. And I never felt those at the same time, where like I was so excited to be here, but I also had this strange peace that like it was time to go home, you know? So I think after a lot of prayer, and obviously my wife having the same, you know, feelings and getting kind of the same things from God, we just kind of knew that it was what we needed to do. But now it's like literally the worst time to move. So it's crazy. But we're just trusting God with that too. So yeah.
It's sad that we can't really celebrate it with you guys in person. It's like the worst situation right now.
I think I really want to come back in a few years and just like hang out with people that I just couldn't, you know. I hope I can at least do something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that. We totally feel that you guys are part of ClicKostel even in California. So I believe that this relationship will not end but continue, and I think what you left and what you did for ClicKostel and in ClicKostel is incredible. It was definitely part of God's plan. Even like, you know, just you guys coming to Ostrava, it was like miracle. It's not even, you know, like I couldn't even think about this possibility, and you were able to build our worship community, worship culture in our church, and I really appreciate that. I think you impacted a lot of lives, not just like, you know, from the stage, but even in person, because you were part of the church, part of the family, more than just like a worship leader from America. So I really appreciate it. We will miss you a lot in ClicKostel, but we don't want to also miss the opportunity to bless you and pray for you. So we will do that, and I think most of the viewers will do as well. But yeah, you'll be still part of this.
It's been awesome being a part of a church that thinks so forwardly and like is constantly trying to be creative and reach people. Like that's the kind of church I want to be a part of. And for me, it's been great serving at ClicKostel, but it's also just been good. Obviously, you guys know I don't speak Czech very well, but I didn't really need to hear all the language you guys were speaking to feel like I was a part of the community, or to feel like I still feel and believe God is doing something there, even if I don't understand every single thing that's happening. So I think that's special, that I've picked up on that, and that, you know, Era has loved being a part of the kids classes there, and Anissa just getting to know people there as well. So yeah, man, we're excited for ClicKostel. I feel like it's in its best season right now, even with all this crazy stuff going on. And I know it's just gonna explode even more when people realize. I think people are realizing how important community is right now, and I think they're gonna value relationship once this is all over. And I believe ClicKostel will be a great house for that. So I'm excited to hear about it and to kind of watch in from afar.
Yeah. Thank you.
Amen.
What is there in front of you right now? Because, you know, obviously when any kind of flight will take you home, you have some kind of season in front of you. What's there? What do you expect?
Well, we have to continue quarantine when we get to California. So, but right now we're praying that on April 27th, we will be able to stay with the flight that's there now. Then we will, spend a few weeks of quarantine in California. And then I'm praying, you know, California's in the same situation as Czech. So I'm praying in a few weeks or in a month, things will get a little more normal, so I can start the next season, which will be being a part of my local church back home and working full-time there, doing a lot of the same kind of things I've done on a smaller scale for ClicKostel, but helping with worship, helping with the service, and so I'm really excited about it, but it's just, who knows when all of this is gonna so but yeah, that's what's ahead, and
that's great.
Yeah,
sounds great. You'll see your family more often. That's great.
That'll be good.
Okay, let me pray for you, and I'm sure if people have any kind of questions, they can ask you personally. It doesn't have to be through me or through anyone, right?
Yeah, I think
so
if we're not friends on Facebook, you can find a way to message me, or I'd love to chat.
Yeah, and we definitely will keep in touch, and I'm glad that you are willing to invest into our worship leaders continually. So that's great. I'll pray and then we'll finish it. Pane Bože, děkuji ti moc za Simonovi, že mohli být součástí ClicKostelu takovou dobu, a že si je přivedl do Ostravy takovým zázrakem, který jsme nemohli ani vyhlížet. Tak děkuji ti, že pracuješ v jejich životech a že je vedeš teďka zpátky do Kalifornie, a věřím, že si je budeš používat velkým způsobem. i u nich doma. Modlím se za celé tenhle proces, kterým musí projít, aby byli zpátky, aby byli zabezpečeni a v pořádku doma. Modlím se za jejich děti, aby mohli tady tohle období v České republice na to vzpomínat v dobrém, obzvlášť éra, aby mohla vzpomínat na své přátele tady a díky Bože za to, že žijem v době, ve které žijem, že to, že se někdo přestěhuje na druhou stranu země koule, neznamená, že skončí kontakt, ale právě naopak můžeme udržovat dneska i skrze video prostě vztahy dál a budovat vztahy dál. Děkuji za tuhle příležitost a chci žehnat Corymu, Anise do jejich manželství, aby taky mohli z tohohle období v České republice vytěžit maximum a mohli vzpomínat na věci, které si tady skrze ně dělal, ovlivňoval české lidi v České republice. Tak jim žehnám Simonům ve jménu Ježíše Krista. Amen.
Amen.
Jo. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna post it and we'll see how people will comment, or maybe they will text you. We'll see. See.
No, I think it's good, man. I mean, I probably would have done this on the stage at some point at church.
Yeah, exactly.
So
This is great.